Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have another first impressions video for you today because I actually have quite a backlog of stuff to show you at the moment, and this is a nice way of introducing you to bits and giving myself a chance to play around with them. And I do like to kind of make up looks as I go along. So some of the bits I can show you include these guys here from Zoeva, which are going to be released on the 23rd of this month, and they are the Rose Golden Brush Set Volume 2 or Volume 2 Brush Set. Absolutely beautiful, and one of the reasons I wanted to get this up before the weekend is because I think this would make a lovely Valentine's gift for anyone who has a partner who is mad into makeup and brushes like myself. So really lovely. Like, I was expecting these to be amazing, and they are. Like, I'm so used to the quality of Zoeva and it doesn't ever disappoint. The detailing and everything on these are gorgeous, and I just think they're so pretty. Really beautiful looking brushes. Released with those are going to be first of all the Rose Golden eyeshadow palette, which of course I'm using on my eyes today. Really lovely palette. Again, I'm used to the quality, so I was expecting nothing less. And then the Zoeva bag, which usually comes along with a lot of the brush sets. Beautiful detailing on this again, just lovely products. I'm not 100% of the prices on those, but if you keep an eye out for the release on the 23rd, you'll be able to see that there. Then I was at the Into the West Blogger Network event there just on Sunday in the Radisson Hotel here in Galway, and it was such a brilliant event. It was the first one I got to go to, but I was also speaking at it, which was really nerve-wracking, but a really great thing to do. And I was lucky enough to get given not only an amazing lucky bag, which everyone else got, but one of the girls from Youngblood, which is an LA based, an LA Californian brand, but they are kind of new enough here in Ireland, I think, and she gave me a few of the bits to try out, which is why I'm looking kind of sun-kissed today, or a little bit tanned, because this is called Sun-Kissed. Now, she gave this to me saying it's one of the lightest shades, but you can see her, it's still a little bit too dark for me, but I still wanted to give it a go anyhow. And this seems to be really nice. You'll see my thoughts on it as we go along throughout the video. And I was also given a concealer and a powder. And then the last couple of bits really for the first impressions are two things that I bought myself, which is the NYX Jumbo Lip Pencil Fuchsia, what's it called? Soft Fuchsia, and then one of the butter glosses, which I really love. So just keep watching if you want to see how these work out on me and what I think about them. And I will list everything below again, like I usually do, if you want to recap on everything. And definitely, if you're a blogger in Ireland or a vlogger or into your beauty vlogs and all that kind of stuff, check out the Into the West Blogger Network, because their events are going to be ongoing. They're getting bigger and bigger. Really great event. I learned so much at the event there on Sunday, and I'll definitely be going to the next event in May. So I'll leave the information on that below, and just keep watching. So thanks a million, guys. So I'm going to start off with the Youngblood Foundation. This is their liquid mineral foundation, the Deep Sea Hydrating Complex. Rich in ocean minerals and nutrients. So the way this works, according to the bottle, is that it's a creamy makeup providing moisture with a long-lasting radiant finish. And we'll just give that a go. So when the girl gave this to me in at the blogger event, she said that this is the one for pale skin, so we'll have to see how we go. It doesn't look super pale here, but I'm interested to see how it comes out. And it actually comes out pale enough. Now we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to use this beautiful buffer brush from the new Rose Gold Volume 2 collection, which is out on the 23rd of this month, and we'll give this a go. I'm just putting this on clean skin. I'm not bothering with primer or anything like that, because I kind of want to see how it wears myself throughout the day. So it's not the darkest in the world by any means, but it is a little bit too dark for my own neck, so I'll probably bring it down a little bit onto my neck, so that I don't have like a floating head. And I love this foundation brush. I already have a few of these like flat top kind of kabuki ones, and I just think they're so good for applying liquid foundation without leaving any marks on the skin. So yeah, this foundation is definitely, it's not actually too warm, it's reading quite yellow based or golden based on my skin. So I'd say maybe like an NC 20, maybe an N20. I can't really decide whether I think it's very cool or very warm. I think it's maybe neutral, but just a bit too dark. So stepping away from the colour for a minute, which is a little bit too dark. I'd say it'll suit slightly more closer to an NC20. The foundation itself is lovely. It's a light to medium coverage. It has a really lovely light luminance to it. It's not very shiny, but it does have a bit of sheen. Very, very comfortable on the skin, and it applies beautifully with this guy. So not a bad one from first go at all. Then the girl also gave me one of the concealers by Youngblood, and this is the Ultimate Concealer. So again, a rich velvet concealer, fuses light, reflecting minerals to hide imperfections. It's emollient formula, won't settle into fine lines, while vitamins soothe the delicate eye area. So I'll use this around the eyes. Oh yeah, and it is very emollient. So let's see how that goes on. And this being medium, it is still quite a light shade. I'd say the light is probably very light. Which you'd probably act more as a highlight. So it's very creamy. It would be a lot less thick, say, compared to something like the Bobbi Brown one, which I quite like. I don't like anything too thick. And this is going to work as my eyeshadow primer today as well. So again, so far so good. This seems really, really nice. I think it's a heavily wax-based concealer. Yeah, so that means it should have fairly decent staying power, but I really, really like how it goes on the skin. And again, it's kind of a neutral shade. It's not very pink or very yellow or anything like that. So liking that so far. And I do have one of the Youngblood, what's it called, the pressed mineral rice setting powders to try in a wee while, which will probably maybe darken my skin a little bit. Yeah, again, this is medium. I probably need the light, but we'll give it a go after the eyes are done. So of course, for the eyes, I'm going to be using this Absolute Beauty from Zoeva. And again, this is going to be released on the 23rd of this month. This is the Rose Golden eyeshadow palette, and it is being released with, of course, the Rose Golden Volume 2 brushes. And we have 3 matte shades, and the rest are all quite kind of shimmer, not really shimmer, more metallic maybe, and satin finish. But really, really lovely colours. So to start off, because there's no like very, very neutral shade, like there is this guy here called Luster, but it's a little bit too sandy kind of beige. So I'm going to go in with my Max Factor Wild Shadow Pot in Pale Pebble, which is a lovely highlight colour. And I'm going to be using the Luxe Smoky Shader from the Zoeva brushes. And just press that underneath my brow arch. So please ignore my eyebrows, they are a little bit desperate at the moment. As I think I've mentioned before, I'm a nervous plucker, so sometimes if I'm a little bit anxious or anything like that, my eyebrows suffer, because I find plucking my eyebrows very calming. And yeah, my eyebrows have suffered a little bit, so I'm actually going to start growing them back from today. I think I want to go in with this one here. It's called Just a Rose. It's just kind of calling to me. It's such a pretty golden colour, but it seems to have a bit of a duochrome to it. So I'll just pick it up on the same brush and just press that in place. Oh yeah, so this is definitely a rose gold duochrome, which is so, so pretty. So you wouldn't guess that it's this kind of peachy on by just looking in the pan. I do love my duochromes though. And then using a pencil brush from the original Rose Gold collection, I'm going to go into Reflective Elegance, which is that beautiful kind of pinky shade, and just apply that to the inner corner, keeping it close to the tear duct. And using the Pale Pebble colour again, I'm just going to go on the outside of that and kind of blend it into the surrounding skin. I think this will be pretty underneath the lower lash line. This is the kind of greeny colour called Golden Rule. So it looks like Sumptuous Olive by MAC. Oh yeah, it's lovely. I'll only go about half of the way over though. And then for my crease, I'm not sure how dark this is going to come out in the skin. So using the Luxe crease, which is number 2 128, which is a lovely, lovely crease brush. I'm going to pick up that luster colour, which is that sandy beige, and apply that. Oh yeah, so it's not that pale, it's like maybe Kid by MAC, which is one of my favourite transition colours. It's so soft. One thing of many that Zoeva do very well are their matte eyeshadows. They're lovely and soft without being ridiculously crumbly, and like, you know, they're not very chalky at all. I'm going to put that underneath the lower lash line as well using the tip. These are very tapered brushes, so you can actually be quite directional with them or specific in your application. And then I'm going to go into Wonderful Life, which is this, it's not quite black. I think it's like, if I'm just guessing now, looking at it, kind of like Smut. If Smut and Shadowy Lady and Carbon had a baby by MAC, it would roughly be like this. So like a blackened purpley wine colour, totally matte. I'm just going to dab that into the outer corner and actually a little bit onto that inner corner as well. And I'm just going to work it very lightly into the crease as well. And I'm going to bounce my brush back into Luster and soften the edge. Then using this guy here, which is the smudge, what's it called? The smudger. I'm going to go into that Wonderful Life again, which is the darkest colour, and I'm just going to smudge a tiny bit of it right into the lower lash line, just on the outer corner, and strengthen up the dark colour a little bit on the outer corner and the inner corner. I kind of want to stick with the eyeshadows even for eyeliner, so I'm going to stick with Wonderful Life, and then using the wing liner brush, which is number 317, just an angled brush. I'm going to pick up some of that colour and press it in against my lash line. And yeah, I'll only do that outer corner actually, and really kind of wing it up there at the outer corner, bring it into the dark. So I'll leave it at that with the eyeshadows, but love this so far. I mean, I kind of know what to expect because I have so many of the other palettes, and the quality is always the same. It's lovely quality. In regards to fallout, you might see here, there's a little bit, but nothing unmanageable by any means. It literally just wipes away with the fingers. So I will top up a little bit of eyeliner in a sec, not eyeliner, concealer in a sec, but I want to apply eyeliner. So I'm just going to pop a black Kohl pencil, this is my Bourjois one, into my waterline. And I'm going to use my InExtremeDimension lash mascara, and I just whacked myself in the nose for my lashes today because I haven't used this in a while. I'll put it on the top and bottom lashes. So I did do my eyebrows off camera just to save a wee bit of time using the brow line brush, which is number 322, which is a great wee brush because it's really sturdy, so you feel like it really kind of pushes it in between the hairs. And I just used my Fuchsia brow wax split, but I just used the colour rather than the wax, and set everything in place then to keep the hairs from moving about the place with the Brow Drama Maybelline, I think. Yeah, brow set in dark brown. Now, we'll zoom out and finish off the rest of the face. So I did reapply a little bit of concealer underneath the eye where I'd wiped away some when getting rid of fallout, and I wasn't sure whether it would be strong enough because it's a very soft emollient, like creamy, really creamy feel to it. So I was worried it wouldn't be strong enough for blemishes, but I had a big owl yolk there on my chin that it seems to have covered up really well. So yeah, it's actually doing pretty good. I'd say you would absolutely need to set it with powder though, because it would stay looking a little bit shiny otherwise. So I'm going to go into the pressed mineralized powder. Like I said, it's medium, so we'll have to see if it darkens up my skin any more than it is or not. And I'm going to use the Luxe Cheek Finish brush from the Rose Golden Volume 2 collection. I just love how these look. They're easily, I already mentioned this on my Instagram, but easily the prettiest brushes I own. And this is number 126. So this looks to be very much yellow based. The shade. I'm just going to press it in place. And it's immediately taking down any shine on my face anyhow, which is good. But it is darkening me. Well, I think it's adding a little bit more of a kind of sun-kissed look to my skin. And actually, I think that the reason that's in my head is because the foundation is called sun-kissed, even though it's like a light enough foundation. I'm not sure if it's the palest, I'll have to check that up. So again, I'd call this probably like an NC20, NC25 colour. I feel really weird looking so dark, but a little bit of that underneath the eyes as well. And then quickly I'm just going to use the last brush, which is the Luxe face paint brush, which I already have 2 of them, so you probably would have seen me using this a million times before. And I'm just going to throw on a quick contour using my NYX Taupe Blush. I'll stick with Zoeva for my blusher, and this is Last Love, one of their Luxe colour blushes, and I'll use the cheek finish again to apply that to my cheeks. I won't go too crazily heavy with it. And then for the lips, I'm going to use a couple of NYX products that I picked up myself in a pharmacy. So this is the NYX Jumbo Lip Pencil, and it's in the colour Fuchsia, Soft Fuchsia 721. So it's kind of a fuchsia colour, and I'll just throw that all over the lip. Lovely and soft. Straight away, it's extremely moisturising feeling. I'm interested with this packaging actually, because it feels so plastic. Whoever owns this, would you let me know, do you just top this like a normal, I assume you do because it doesn't seem to twist up. Does that top okay, what's the word I'm looking for? Sharpen. Do you just use a normal sharpener with these? And especially with it being so soft, you'd wonder, does it not just kind of disappear into the sharpener? So any information you have, guys, let me know. And just out of curiosity, I'm going to apply it with a lip brush as well. So that's a really lovely, pretty, dusky pink. What's it called? Fuchsia pink, soft fuchsia. So I'd say it's kind of a dusky pink colour though. Really like that. So anyone with dry lips will love this. But again, be really interested in hearing how to top it or sharpen it rather, or I'd say you probably have to top it up though throughout the day because it is so moisturising feeling on the lips. And then I also picked up another one of the butter glosses. So I already own Meringue, which I've showed a million times, and this is Maple Blonde because I wanted something a little bit more on the coral side. And I'm going to, I'll actually apply this with my lip brush onto the back of the clean hand because I don't want to contaminate it too much. And this brush was actually like from some Urban Decay eyebrow gouache, I think, an eyeshadow palette. There you go. So that is the finished look, and I'm going to zoom out and give the hair a bit of a zhuzh and we'll see how everything looks. So quick recap of the products. The brushes are as glorious as I thought they would be, so there's no surprise there. Definitely worth picking up for anyone who is interested in them. I don't actually know the price of them yet, but Zoeva brushes are always very, very affordable, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Same with this, I was expecting this to be lovely and it is as lovely as I thought. I'm actually half considering depotting all my Zoeva palettes, and not because I want to, oh well there you go, this one just fell out, but because it would just be, I know I'd get more use out of them if I kept everything together, and they do just pop out like this, like there's a little bit of glue holding them in place there, but they would come out fairly easy enough. And obviously because this is made of cardboard, you can easily bend it to get them out, so I might be doing that soon, but really like that. Then in regards to the Youngblood stuff, I really like it. I know the colour is too dark for me, so please ignore my neck, but the mineral foundation is really nice. I'd say it's more for normal to dry skin. Yeah, really lovely though, and like I said, this colour, which is Sun Kissed, would be roughly like an NC20. the concealer, which is really, really emollient. Again, better for maybe normal to dry skin. Probably combination like myself is fine as well. The medium colour concealer goes perfect with this guy, which is the Sunkissed. And it's nice for under the eyes for anyone who has dry under eyes. I'd say if you have very hardcore blemishes going on though, you'd need something a little bit drier. But besides that, it's nice for evening out skin tone. And then we have the powder, which again is very yellow based, will be great for combating redness, but it did darken me up ever so slightly. But yeah, this is the medium, which is something I wouldn't normally go for. I would say all in all, looking at me now, I look to be like an NC 2025, especially compared to my nice white neck. And then for the bits that I got myself, like I said, please let me know any kind of tips on this guy, because I would just be a little bit worried about how it keeps its shape and stuff like that, and how it, you know, would react to a sharpener. And of course I love my butter glosses. These are both around €6 or €7. No, I think this was about 5 something actually, and this is about £6.50 or 6 something in Ireland, in Care Pharmacy in Galway, whereas I get mine in Galway. I don't know exactly where you get it everywhere else in Ireland, but you can Google it, and I'm pretty sure you can find out pretty easily where else it is available in Ireland. So yeah, that's it guys. I will leave the full list of products below, as well as any links to where you can get them. And I will leave pictures on the blog. And did I mention this already? I can't remember if I mentioned, but I will be doing swatches of these for the blog, but it may not be up till Friday, just because my time is a little bit, I'm a little bit busy for the next day or two. So I'll definitely have my blog post up by Friday. I'll try to do most of it this evening, but it mightn't be up. Anyhow, that's enough babbling. Thanks a million for watching guys, and I'll chat to you soon. Slán.